Hi all. It has definitely been a while since I've done some videos to put up. I was kind of waiting for, an epiphany or whatever, something to talk about. And I've just been reading all of the updates on my own. The Sheldon Idle PAO updates. I like Poof and Benjamin Fulford. So I've been reading that stuff on my own every Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and I also like reading things out loud. So I've been reading them out loud to some of my friends, so they don't have to read them; they could just listen to me read it. And just been doing that for a few months now, and so I just went ahead and decided that while I'm doing that, I might as well go ahead and record it and put it on YouTube because it's some people just like to hear the stuff being read instead of having to do it themselves. So that is my goal. I'm going to be trying to put up at least those three every week or so. Hopefully, the poof posts are a little different now. I'm guessing since Poof has evidently passed away since a few weeks ago. But the Benjamin Fulford and the PEAO updates should be coming out regularly every Monday and Tuesday. Um, Other than that, I was wanting to kind of go over a few of the things that's been happening in the past, 2.5 weeks or so. Just a bunch since mid-June, I'd say. Early June, whenever Snowden uh, gave the Prism leak to the Guardian. That's been going all over the place. That's definitely something to keep your eyes on if you haven't heard enough about it already. Uh, Ben Fulford, of course, doesn't seem to be too keen on Snowden or whatever, but I feel like it's a good thing. The NSA tracking everybody, and I put up a I mean it's what is it? Snowden is being charged with spying. When is the government going to be charged with spying on me? So that's totally got to happen. Um, and because if you're keeping up with conspiracy channels and stuff like that, it might seem obvious that the government's kind of looking at every single thing you're doing, but everybody needs to know that. Everybody, that needs to be common knowledge, and it's then it will go away. Like all the backroom stuff that goes on. There's got to be transparency. I'm not saying that everybody needs to hide from the internet. Of course, that's never going to happen. But there definitely has to be some transparency in what they've been doing with the data, especially when they're sharing it with other countries and stuff like that. So there's that. There's the riots in Turkey. I've heard reports that the government was putting chemicals in the water cannons, which would melt through people's gloves. They were arresting the doctors that were trying to help the protesters who were getting injured. So that's a huge mess over there too. Brazil, huge protests in Brazil. But I put up a link today, on the 25th, talking about how the president of Brazil, I think, is at least trying to come to some sort of agreements. I think she proposed $25 billion. Yeah, $25 billion in public transportation projects and stuff like that. So, that's pretty good stuff. That's heading in the right direction. Also, uh, there were a group of mayors that met in I think it was Oregon or Colorado or something like that, trying to uh, give highlight the fact that states have the power to choose whether or not they want to have legalized marijuana. It's not a federal thing. So that's becoming more open discussion and stuff like that. Marijuana will be legal very, very soon in the United States, and that's going to be a great thing. Also, what else has been going on? There's a few leaks going out about the State Department. Some dirty goings on in there. There was interesting. Now, researchers have 3D printed a battery that is the size of a grain of sand. That's a huge deal for mobile computing and stuff like that. Um, so yeah, that's about roughly the gist of the stuff that I wanted to cover right now. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff going on in the news, but I mean, what I really want to try to highlight is that there is, we're moving towards revolution every single day, and I have been, on this path since September 2010, and every day I find more reasons to keep going. And so, what I want to try to do is to kind of put those, things out there a little bit more so people can see them and maybe become inspired and stuff like that to research and do a little bit more on their own. And I guess that'll be it for this week. And until next time, namaste.